what I look at, when I look at these elections, what I pay attention to, I don't pay attention to percentages. I want to know raw numbers. I want to look at what is the percentage of the Black population and the eligible. So there's the different levels here. So the percentage of the Black population, and then the next level is eligible Black voters. Then the next level is registered Black voters. Then the final one is actual turnout of Black voters. And I just think that mistakes are being made when in a lot of these places we're seeing city elections 16, 18, 20% turnout, total turnout. And then when you look at Black turnout, 28, 30, 32. And I keep making the argument that that our target goal should be 70%. We hit 70% of Black turnout, we sweep elections.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, and it's like you're talking about with Texas as well. And I watched your interview with Dr. Martin last week. It was incredible as well. Largest numbers of Black voters, being in Texas as well. And the fact of the matter is, this is a lesson that Democrats should be learning from. They should have learned from the jump, but they continue not to do so. And I'm a little bit nervous because we're talking about cities and the like, but even as we expand it to the states and go into these, next presidential elections, we see all of these potential candidates doing all of this work to try to, appeal to the Liz Cheney voters of the world, as opposed to activate that Black vote. I mean, that Black vote is really what's needed in so many of these states, but they continue to look at these individuals as people who are just not going to be engaged in the process. Those potential Black voters realize that they don't care about them being engaged in the process, and then they don't engage them. And so this cycle has to be broken. And unfortunately, the hope would be that it would be broken by many Black people in these communities who just had enough, and they're finally going to, get to the polls. And that's happening in some places here and there, but it's not happening on a larger scale. People are still waiting for an Obama type figure or some type of charismatic leader, to activate them. And we have to be better than that. We have to be beyond that, and we have to be stronger than that. And one thing, going back to what you're saying about you all keeping, the money some of the money that you all raise, that's extremely important as well, because people respond to the dollars. People, who are politicians, they're responding to the dollars. And if we're saying we are going to allocate this as opposed to sending it to places like, Act Blue and other places, not saying anything wrong with those organizations, but we also have to assert our dominance economically as well by showing that we control these purse strings as well and make these politicians work for that money as well. And if we do that, we can start making a change by following this blueprint.